to Oregon's kicker heading to the football to start this 2026 season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats offense will take the field first. And we get our first look at Avery Johnson. Last time out, completed better than 80% of his passes and a 300-yard day through the air. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Jackson. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Oh, they're after him! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Ducks offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. And we've got a couple of guys, one on each side in this game, who will do everything you could ask of a tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Dante Moore. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up. Give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
Moore will throw. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous.
Makes the grab and room to run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Hill. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Maybe a crease. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That's their freshman starting wide receiver, and we hope he's not out of the game too long. Holly will keep an eye on things for us. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Doing it himself again. There's some room. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Moore. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Ducks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Oakland. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Complete. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Here's Moore to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Hines is back in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Davison. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense.
It's complete! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, here on the Kansas State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
And the quarterback Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The run inside. It's Jackson. Got a little grass. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout taken here. Second one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll send the back in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Wildcats in the hurry up. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. And an explosive play. Has him on the move. And he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the home squad looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across to 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. He spoke to his team in the locker room at halftime about how well they started that first half, but it's not good enough. They are off to a good start in the Big 12 play, conference opener. They said, I know our opponents are going to pour on the gas and be even better in the third. We have to match that energy here at kickoff.
All right, Ollie.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Throwing more. Got a man, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. Ripping through the defense. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. He lets one fly deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Dante Moore. Under fire. Hauls it in with one hand. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nothing you can do about that on defense. That's just an outstanding one-handed grab by the tight end.
And the Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll go play action with Moore. Quarterback adapted. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now the play fake. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And With this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll run the counter. Pulled down for the tackle.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty, they'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore. Pulls it in. It's Hill. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Moore will throw. Got a man.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose. Wisely has to when to use it. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the big fella. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through the tackle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Moore. Rushes on him. Buried before he could blink.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Blasted as he lets it go. Connection to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Ducks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's White.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Looking to fire. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Black 14. Black 14.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.